Hello YouTube. Today I'll be talking about the 2021 comedy thriller directed by Dario Laito and Kayode Kasum, Dwindle. However, today I'm not going to be reviewing this film. I'm just going to go on a rant. And let me just put it out there straight up. I didn't like it. Spoiler alert in case you've not seen this film. The cinematic release of this film was 2021, and more recently, a few months back, this film was put on Netflix, so you have ample time to be able to go and see it. Like now, go and watch it, and then come back here and continue this video. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, I don't like this film for a lot of reasons, but the first thing is, I don't want to see Brother Shaggy in any film for the next 5 years. I'm done.
He shock you.
Hear me out. His persona in films is literally the same person. It's the same person in every literal Instagram skit, on every TikTok video, in every YouTube short or whatever. It's the exact same persona in a movie, and it's underwhelming to say the least. And first of all, I don't really find that persona funny naturally as a person. But then it's been pushed, and then I really... Okay, so if, in case you've not seen my review of not Man of God, what's that movie that I really hated this year? Chief Daddy 2, yes. In case you've not seen the review of that film, I really hated that film. One of the reasons why I hated the film was because of Brother Shaggy. And one of the reasons why I don't like this film is because I don't want to... So the film itself has a nice premise. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate every facet of this film. And in fact, when I went online to check reviews of this film, apparently everybody loves it. I mean, not love, but they don't think it's that bad. But I really think it's like a 3/10 or 2/10. The premise of the film, where we see three parallel stories eventually kind of meets in the second act and finally full-on clash in the third act, really makes a lot of sense, where we see the story of the police ladies and the whole thing that is happening with the police and the two of them, and them being fugitives and whatnot for losing the governor, where we see the story of the governor and his son trying to kill him, where we see the story of Swanky and Buta, Brother Shaggy's character, where they have their whole thing where his father is dying, and like there's so many parallel stories, 3 by the way, and then it aligns, and then it all aligns in like the kidnapping of the governor, and the premise makes sense, and the film could have been a good film, and I think it hides the film itself, and the poor storytelling of the film hides under the facade of, oh, it's a comedy, so let's just do nonsense storytelling. I honestly think I could have enjoyed the film if I had the ability to, like, you know, when you watch a movie and you switch off your brain. If I had the ability to like switch off my brain and just watch the movie and be like, oh yeah, this is just a comedy skit that is forever long, maybe I could have enjoyed the film. But the fact that I understood that even though it's supposed to be a comedy, it had to make sense to some extent, I just couldn't. But I think the thing that did it for me was the whole kidnapping sequence and everything. First of all, let me just say this. I really liked, this is just the thing I liked, right? Maybe I like one or two things. I don't really hate every facet of the film, but I hate it as a whole. I really kind of liked the back and forth between the two main protagonists of the film, Buta and Swanky, and like their two distinctive behaviors, and how like it kind of blends to make both of them interesting characters, right? However, I don't understand the whole kidnapping sequence. I cannot wrap my head around why kidnappers will not have some kind of transport, why kidnappers will require a taxi, why kidnappers, it's like that, it's too, what's that word, it's too sloppy. And then kidnappers that are charging money in dollars, and then like this kind of kidnappers that kidnapped the governor with like juju and whatnot, are they sloppy? And if you don't get me started on that sequence when the kidnapper, the guy and his mom, his mom, anyways, both of them going to the house, and then they have like this shootout, and but the whole sequence when they went into that house and they were like I don't know where they were, and they were shooting, and all you could see was like light from the bullets and whatnot, and it's like AK-47s and whatever. That whole sequence is probably the most stupid thing I've seen this year. First of all, because none of them died, apart from the landlord. but also because how did Bisola's character, I can't remember her name, so I watched it a while back, and I'm just doing the review now because pent up anger. So I couldn't explain exactly all of those scenes, so I decided to just show you guys the scene. Let's watch it along, and then I'll point out the parts that just don't make any sense at all. Let's begin.
Nonsense.
Put your guns down.
You see, that's him. The Black Shadow.
How you doing, officer?
So what are you doing here?
The son of the governor of Dakawa State needs his father killed. I'm here to render service and get paid. That's it.
Which kind of nonsense kidnapper is that? They ask you a simple question. What are you doing here? You tell them the reason why you came to this earth. All the information that you have in this world, you give to them. What is this governor, the son of the governor of Dakawa State needs his father killed? That's not the... Let's just continue.
Come back here! We're going to take you in for the murder of those girls.
Who knows Chinedu?
Chinedu, they say you should go down. Go down.
Go down!
Shut up! Go down now! Go down!
You actually don't need to shout.
By the way, this is the nonsense. Yes, this is the nonsense. Yeah, exactly. This is very nonsense shooting sequence. And then, so basically what happens after this point is that Chinedu and Buta call the son of the governor and tell him that they've hijacked the kidnapping. And then he now calls the original kidnapper and says, oh, well, these guys have done this. This is their location. Go and meet them. And then see what happens next. But before we see what happens next, let me show you the fact that everybody in that scene was on the ground. But nobody died, though. It was just the landlord. So this is the aftermath of the whole shootout. You can see everybody is on the ground. Everybody is presumably dead. But alas, the only person that died in this scene is that landlord, though. But let's just move on. What's in the palm oil is what's in the this is not even palm oil, this is not even this is water. I can literally see what's this now, guys?
Come my sauce now. Sir, please.
So in this scene, the kidnapper is trying to kill them, and somehow what happens next will shock you, even you.
Sir, please don't shoot him. He's my friend. It's because of me we're in this. Please, sir, don't shoot him. Don't shoot me, sir. Please. Sir, please, brother. What? No.
What's that? I can't wrap my head around how she would have gotten the location from his, because first of all, if it was that she followed him, then what was she doing outside? Was she like hiding somewhere? Because we literally saw her walking. So it's like there is no sense in it. But then product placement at the end where they were just doing nonsense advertising and it was like in your face, like what is this? The fact that the mother came back from the dead. I'm trying to end my rant, but it's like it keeps coming up. One of the things that gets me upset with Nollywood is when they bring in, and this is my problem with Brother Shaggy, by the way. I don't hate him as a person. Not like I like him, but like I'm kind of indifferent. Anyways, my problem with Nollywood is the fact that they do this thing where they just put characters, famous characters, popular characters, big characters in films with their stereotypical popular persona. So Brother Shaggy persona is famous for that, right? Deviating a bit, but when there's this film I also recently saw, The Ras Guy with Lasisi Elenu. While I also may not really like the fact that Lasisi Elenu played the Lasisi Elenu, character, I like the fact that the film allowed him explore and be bigger than that box. Brother Shaggy in this film, like I said, was Brother Shaggy essentially that you would see in a 50-second Instagram skit, just elongated and prolonged. And while some people find that Brother Shaggy character funny and thus will find this thing funny, I don't find it funny because you are just trying to force something that is general. You know what I mean? Like it's already funny, so like this is it. Laugh. Hopefully I wasn't too hard on the directors of the film, and if you liked it, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken, like you're okay. I just really did not like it, and I just had to come on here and rant and be like, stop making films like this, especially because of the fact that Nollywood has gotten past some phases in our life. I found out recently that Brother Shaggy won an AMA award for best, I think, supporting actor in a comedy series or comedy in a comedy or best actor in a comedy. And I'm like, so literally you are telling me, because literally even the reviews that I saw, that were like, okay, this film is okay, were not like this film is amazing. So my problem is that was the best that Nigeria had to offer in 2021 on the comedy front. You get what I mean? Like, it's quite frustrating. Anyways, if you liked this video, like it. I'm sweating, I'm angry, I'm tired. Subscribe to my channel. I am going to release a review of Anikulapo and I think the other movie, the King's Horseman, Wole Soyinka. Anyways, I'm working on that. The movie is not out yet, but I'm reading the book so I can prepare myself to do a review. And then I just finished watching Anikulapo like right now. And so once I'm done with this review, I'm going to shoot the video for that. And then once this video is up, I don't know why I'm telling you all of this, but the point is subscribe so you can get the notification for when that drops. Peace.